Ever wonder why pain just keeps coming back? At Reset U, we see thousands of clients who are complaining about how they would go to the chiropractor, the doctor, get injections, and the pain would return. Well, in fact, the CDC stated that 64 to 77% of Americans deal with pain and then have it return after treatment. Today, in this video, I'm gonna show exactly why that happens. This is one thing that's never being taken care of, and it's actually the root cause of all the pain in the first place. This is exactly what we fix at Reset U and reset with our thousands of clients. They never have to deal with the pain ever again. Today we're gonna talk about muscle imbalances or muscular imbalances. So imagine this red band here is a muscle. Well, over time, that muscle is going to grow. It's gonna stretch, tear, repair, and grow, and start pulling on your joints and ligaments. See, as we move and we walk, our muscles are pulling things out of alignment. Just like we're gonna talk about with the back, and I'll show you a couple of stretches and workouts for you to fix it as well. So imagine this muscle over years and years and years of time develops and becomes stronger than the opposite side. Well, now you've got a tug-of-war game going on with the muscles. Each side is pulling. That moves the joint out of alignment and then creates friction. That friction gives the pain response. The pain response is basically like a check engine light for your car going off. Now, as we know, when your check engine light goes off in your car, you have to take it to the dealership, get it fixed automatically. It's the same thing with a pain response. Pain is a human's way of telling us, this is the check engine light, you gotta fix it. It's a great thing. Pain is an indicator to tell you that something is wrong. Now let's talk specifically about the lower back. What's most common, see, we are hunter-gatherers, we're supposed to be walking around hunting and gathering, right? Hunting, gathering, picking, whatever hunting and gathering looks like. What it doesn't look like is sitting in a desk in kindergarten all the way through college, then getting a desk job and just sitting on a computer, hunched over, rolled forward. This creates muscular imbalances. Now the most common one that we see here at Reset U Fitness is an anterior pelvic tilt, or just your pelvis tilts forward and down. See, your pelvis is like your center of gravity. As you walk, it's supposed to shift and sway, and it's supposed to stay level. But what happens is over time, from sitting in a chair, those muscles in front get super tight and start to pull you down and forward. And the ones in the back stop activating. This is also the reason for pancake booty as we age, because they're just not activating anymore. So, as you can see, in this position, which is, I know, obviously dramatized, there's a lot of tension on the lower back. These lower back and the spine, if you want to stand straight up, it creates a lot of tension on every single one of these vertebrae, creating the pain response telling you the check engine light's on. So, I'm going to show you 2 stretches and an activation to fix it. Now, this being said, every single person's pelvis is different. So, the treatment is most likely going to be different too, and it has to be on an individual level. That's why at Reset U, we do this weekly assessment called an overhead squat test, which we can talk about later. But that will tell our fitness professionals which way your pelvis is out of alignment and how to activate it, which muscle needs to be activated, which leg is stronger than the other, so that the program is specifically customized to you, so we can guarantee it to work long term. So these are just basically cookie cutter stretches that hopefully work for you. And should. It's like the 80-20 approach. So, the first one we're gonna do is just a hip flexor lunge. You wanna make sure your knee is padded. If your body ever feels pain, what's going to happen is it's gonna lock up. And we want your body to release. You wanna make 2 90-degree angles, put your arms above your head, and then shift your hips down and forward just like this. As you do this, do not lean back and hyperextend your back. Keep your back straight up and down. And you should feel a stretch here in this hip flexor region. Do this for about 30 seconds and then rotate over the side. And obviously, we don't know which side of the pelvis is tilted more, so do both sides. The next one we're gonna do is called a Spider-Man stretch. Now for this one, you wanna kinda open up at a diagonal angle from this heel to this knee. And then begin with lowering your body weight and pushing this knee externally, which just means away from your center line. You're gonna push the knee away and look away. About 3 times. And what this is doing is basically warming up the back of that hip capsule. Then take your elbow, place it right next to the heel, and sit here for about 30 seconds. Now, if in your case, you're only getting this far, that's completely okay. You just wanna get to where you can comfortably manage. The next thing we wanna do is we wanna activate the glute muscles that have been turned off for so long. So what we're going to do is a glute bridge. It's a very simple exercise. You just lay on your back, drive through your heels, lift your hips up, and hold your glutes and your hips up. You want to do about 3 of these for 30 seconds and just activate the back part of your hips. And what this is doing is strengthening the hold on those lower spine, lower vertebrae, hip area part of your core. Now, if any of those movements cause pain or more pain than what you're dealing with right now, don't do it. That means you need something much more specific than what we're giving you right now. This is just a cookie cutter helpful thing for most people that have an anterior pelvic tilt from sitting at a desk or having a desk job, going through college, and not being a hunter-gatherer. Now, if this was helpful, make sure you share it, and then be on the lookout for more Reset You videos.